Hey guys, welcome back to or welcome to my channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Cheyenne Alchin, and if you have, thank you so much for watching my videos and supporting me. In today's video, I am doing another episode in book club. I have not done one in forever, and this time I'm covering One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus, and yeah. This book was published on the 30th of May 2017, and it is actually categorized as a young adult mystery / suspense novel. This book contains 3 parts within it. Part 1, Simon Says, Part 2, Hide and Seek, and Part 3, which is Truth or Dare. This book has 30 chapters, 31 if you include the epilogue, and it certainly isn't a short book, but it definitely isn't a very long book. It's one you could read in a day or 3, depending on how much time you have. This book has around 358 pages, so like I said, definitely not the shortest, but you almost don't care when you start reading because it is so good and addicting. And this one is actually the first book in a series of 4, and this series obviously contains One of Us is Lying, One of Us is Next, Two Can Keep a Secret, and The Cousin. I actually first heard about this book through YouTube and through the book talk trend on TikTok, and I'm glad I actually listened to a couple people's recommendations about this book. I did consider purchasing this book online, but I was in Kmart a couple of days later and saw it. It was about $14, I want to say around that price mark. And yeah, I got it. But I don't think it's been sold in Kmart anymore, well, at least not at the moment. I know BW definitely has it, so the links are down in the description, like where you can buy this book and the others. And this book cost $12 in Big W, so I think cheaper than what I actually did buy this book. When I first bought this book, I wasn't intending on reading the whole thing in 2 days. I could have done it in 1 day, but I had to stop and do some stuff. But I was only intending on reading a small bit of it each day, just as a little me time thing. But I found myself at times really not wanting to put the book down because the writing is so good and some of the plot twists you actually genuinely don't see coming. One of Us is Lying is written in the point of view of the 4 main characters and changes between chapters or changes point of view halfway through chapters sometimes. And you may think you know who is responsible, but the ending will definitely shock some readers. It almost shocked me. I nearly went away from my original theory halfway through the book of who was responsible. Just because of me doing true crime, I was like, I think I know who I did it. And then my opinion almost changed and I was like, turned out I was right. But for a lot of other readers, it might shock you if you don't read a lot of true crime stuff. This book, I feel, does an amazing job touching base on quite a few things that teenagers these days deal with, and it does it in a real good way that it doesn't actually take away from the story, it kind of adds to it. It sheds, in my opinion, it sheds light on some slightly abusive relationships teenagers can find themselves in, and it can also show the pressures and struggles some teenagers feel to be perfect and popular or perfect and carry on a family legacy. But my favourite part is that I think it actually sheds some light on what it can be like living with a family member or a parent that has a mental illness or an addiction. The front cover of this book has a geek, a jock, a criminal, a princess, a murder. Who would you believe? Written in between the title, One of Us is Lying. And I think it looks real cool like that, and I love how it's got like the silhouette of the teenagers up the top. But the back actually reads, 5 students walk into detention, only 4 leave alive. Yale hopeful Bronwyn had never publicly broken a rule, but Cooper only knows what he's doing in the baseball diamond. Bad boy Nate is one misstep away from a life of crime. Prom queen Addie is holding together the cracks in her perfect life. And outsider Simon, creator of the notorious gossip app at Bayview High, won't ever talk about any of them again. He died 24 hours before he could post their deepest secrets online. Investigators conclude it's no accident. All of them are suspects. Everyone has secrets, right? What really matters is how far you'll go to protect them. I honestly cannot wait to read the rest of the books in this series. I loved this one so much that I almost immediately started reading it again. And I highly recommend this book, especially if you like something with a little bit of mystery in it and the tiniest element of true crime, but not enough true crime to the point where it's scary and really gory. And again, it is a great book to read in a day or a couple of days, even a week or two, depending on how much time you have to give to it. And yeah, it gets you really questioning and thinking about everything and everyone, which is really interesting. Again, if anyone wants to read this book, I will have the link to it to BW in the description box down below, and I will also link the other books in this series if you want to buy them and read them as well. If you guys have read this book before, let me know what you think about it, if you think it's good, if you think it's bad, and why. And if you end up buying this book because of this video, come back and let me know what you think of it. I would love to know what you guys think, and I love interacting with you guys. And anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. I love you, and bye.